In the world of today, a young boy with beautiful car, costly iPhone, with all the beautiful girls hanging around him, represents a perfect image of happiness for the young people. For any average young girl out there, having iPhone 13 Pro Max, having the beautiful hair, makeup, beautiful dress, and going on a date with the richest guy in town, for them is the perfect image of happiness. But you know what? Jesus is out to disappoint all of us today by telling us that such people are far from happiness. Imagine Jesus saying that those who are happy are the poor in spirit, the wretched, those who are being insulted, calumnied, and all manner of things done to them, that are the happy people. Look at a letter I want to read for you. This is a letter published in a popular American magazine in the column known as Dear Abby. In this column, a 15-year-old girl wrote a letter expressing why she's not happy. In that letter, the girl said, "Dear Abby, happiness is not having your parents scold you if you come home late, having your own bedroom, and getting the telephone call you have been hoping for. Happiness is belonging to a popular group, being dressed as well as anybody, and having a lot of spending money. Happiness is something I don't have, 15 and unhappy." For this young girl, because she doesn't have the best dressing, doesn't have the best phone, not hanging around with the best people, having all the money she needs to spend, therefore she's not happy. Coming late whenever she wants to come late, and the parents will not scold her. Because her parents limit her freedom, doesn't allow her to do whatever she likes, she wrote in to say that she's not happy. Now, when she sent in this letter, another 15-year-old girl responded to her and sent in another letter. Look at the letter here. The girl wrote and said, "Dear Abby, happiness is being able to walk and talk, to see and hear. Unhappiness is reading a letter from a 15-year-old girl who can do all four things and still say she isn't happy. I can talk, I can see, I can hear, but I can't walk. 13, crippled and happy." A 13-year-old girl replied this 15-year-old girl, who said she's not happy because she doesn't have all the good things life can afford. Yes, she can walk, she can talk, she can see, she can hear. Yet, there was a 13-year-old girl who cannot walk, who can only talk, see and hear, but cannot walk. Crippled, but she's very happy. I asked you at the beginning of this mass, what is your idea of somebody who is happy? You said many things. But tomorrow, you will enter university, and your roommate will be using iPhone 13 Pro Max. You are using 3310. Your roommate, every week, her boyfriend takes her on weekend vacation or weekend date, takes her to the best hotel around, and then she'll be coming back on Sunday evening with heavy bags. And throughout the weekend, you have been in your room, reading your book and pressing your terrible phone. And then she comes home, opens her bag, you see assorted goodies. The boyfriend even topped it by giving her maybe 100,000 naira cash or 200,000 cash. Next week, she goes again with another boyfriend, and you are still in the hostel. Maybe after 3 weeks or 1 month, you will conclude that your girlfriend is very happy. Your roommate is so happy, you are not happy. Look at all the things her boyfriend are buying for her, and in your own case, you are just in the room doing nothing. I want to tell you, happiness does not consist in having all these things. If it were to be so, then what is happening in America today will not be happening. Do you know that America is one of the richest nations in the world? It's among the richest nations in the world. In fact, more than 50% of the wealth of the whole world resides in America. But do you know what? It has been said that every year, about 15 million Americans attempt suicide. And among these 15 million, many of them succeed in taking their own life. So with all the money, with all the wealth, with all the privileges, yet they find it so easy to take their life. You can be so wealthy. When I mean wealthy to the extent that people will envy you. You have the best car, the best house, the best phone, the best clothes. You go for vacation in the best places in the world. Yet, happiness is far from you. Jesus is calling our attention. The people Jesus addressed today as being blessed are those who are not living out the external manifestation of happiness. What Jesus did today is what is known as reversal of values. Write it down. What Jesus did today is what is known as reversal of values. And what do I mean by reversal of values? That those things the world place emphasis. Having the best car, having the best house, having the best clothes, having the best phone. Jesus did not mention any of them as those who are happy. Jesus mentioned those who are poor in spirit, who are merciful, who are peaceful, who take insult with grace, who don't envy others, who desire to be good and righteous. These were the people Jesus considered as those who are blessed and those who inherit the kingdom of God.